Welcome to the Pop Culture Lab. We break down your favorite movies and music. Cameron, let's get in the lab.
Connor, what's up?
What is up, my friend?
Good to see you. Here we are, podcasting. Couple guys, podcasting.
Welcome. Two guys, one podcast.
It's a really rare thing. A couple of whites making a podcast about pop culture.
Rare is the rarest bird. Yeah. Sadly, no. You know, it's funny that we would be recording this today. I just read an article this morning about the podcast bro. The terrible reputation it carries with it. In fact, it was an article dedicated to advising women never to date such men who host podcasts.
Well, there goes that idea.
Yeah, as a major red flag, apparently.
Yeah, well, we're known for those.
I guess so. We're no Joe Rogans, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Let's get one thing straight.
This is not going to be on my dating profile. Host of the Pop Culture Lab podcast.
No. Plus, we are but humble pop culture podcasters. We dare not enter the political realm of discussion.
No, I think that's probably a good choice.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what the heck is this podcast about, Cameron?
Well, as listeners could probably guess, we are a couple of friends who've known each other since we were 5 years old.
That's right.
And we are going to be talking about pop culture, our favorite movies that come out, music. You're more of a modern contemporary guy. I'm more of kind of a classic rock kind of guy. We can compare notes, bring some stuff that the other person hasn't heard. We're definitely going to be breaking down the latest in streaming shows if we can keep up, because there's a new one that is all the buzz every week, it feels like.
Absolutely. What spurred this podcast, my friend?
Well, in 2020, let's see, it was probably March, I'm guessing, something like March 2020.
Something big happened around that time.
I can't remember. I can't put my finger on it, but something changed. Yeah, we'll get back to that.
Might have just been us.
Yeah, probably just us. But we had suddenly some more time on our hands. We were at home, and we thought, hey, what better time for a couple of whites to put their podcasting hats on and come out with something.
Classic.
Keep themselves busy, keep other people busy.
Classic Blancos.
Exactly. Blancos. I like that.
I was thinking today what really spurred this was that someone who isn't me, who also hosts this podcast, see if you can guess who that is. That person decided one day to catch up on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which will be one thing that we will podcast about, of course. But you decided randomly to catch up on all these movies and start diving in right before they started making shows and all this stuff. And I had been from the beginning, 2008. But you jumped on the train, and that, along with the pandemic, definitely catapulted us to where we are now.
Well, yeah. I mean, I suddenly had so much time on my hands. I was, I figured what better time? I have always been a little bit behind the eight ball when it comes to pop culture, but I was like, now I suddenly have so much time, free time to fill. Might as well watch what at that point was probably only like 25 movies, of course. Now it's up to over 30, I think.
True, mainly the Infinity Saga. But imagine my surprise when you approached me saying, Connor, I've watched all these movies. I was like,
my best friend, the biggest comic book nerd I know, I was like, we finally have something to talk about, because we always struggle to fill the time when we're together.
You tricked me into drawing the Riddler for you when we were kids, and you can't even watch these 25 movies? Are you really my friend?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah. It all goes back to when we were in elementary school, and I said that I had access to this secret channel that only I had with all this comic book content.
Dude, this Batman show on this channel is so epic. It's like everything we've dreamed about, everything we talk about. It's so cool, but you can't watch it. You'll never watch it. Your parents don't have that channel, and it's impossible for them to get that channel.
If we could have only put ourselves, 20 years in the future when there actually are those kinds of channels where it's HBO has all this restricted content for all the comic book content you could possibly dream of.
Every channel you turn to, there's something related.
Little baby Connor would have been just out of his mind.
I I could not have handled the future. I was not ready. You know, when I was a kid, it was just Michael Keaton and, well, you know, Clooney and Kilmer. But
The more things change, the more they stay the same, my friend.
oh, I was a teenager when Batman Begins came out. I was just like, it's so serious and gritty.
And now Mr. Keaton's returning to the screen as Batman once again.
Yeah, and this one looks silly and awesome.
It's going to be fun. We're definitely going to be looking forward to covering that.
Don't get me started on that one. Not on the intro episode.
But that's coming out this year. I mean, the Flash, we're really looking forward to that. Obviously, Marvel continues to come out with all sorts of shows and movies. We just saw a couple, and there's this next season of Loki is going to be coming out, which both of us were a big fan of.
What else do you want to review? Movies, shows, music?
Yeah.
But what things in particular?
Wednesday, I really enjoyed Wednesday. I'd love to talk to you about that. What about you?
Dare we speak of The Mandalorian? We might discuss that. We have differing opinions. But Andor, we could go over. That's a great one. Doesn't always have to be nerdy. The Menu was great.
We both loved that.
Everything Everywhere All at Once, you still haven't seen yet, but that would be a good one.
We'll definitely cover some of the Oscar nominees, I would think.
What was the other serious good movie that we've seen?
Well, as I mentioned, I'm very much behind the eight ball when it comes to pop culture. So there's a lot of movies that I'm going to be digging up here. I really want to watch Midsommar.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with the pronunciation there, not Scandinavian myself.
Sure, it'd be like Midsommar.
Midsommar.
But yeah, I don't know. You should watch Hereditary along with that because it's so damn good. Maybe, horror's not your cup of tea, but you should watch Megan also. It was fun.
Those are both on the list for sure.
You saw Cocaine Bear. I want to see that.
That was fun.
I guess that gives away our timing here.
That's all right.
Do the math, guys. Time moves in mysterious ways.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that's a good one. I really want to see that and talk about that.
Yeah, as we said, there's so much content. The hard part is knowing what we can cut out because we want to cover it all.
True. And if we could play music, we'll see what we can do. But like reviewing a Led Zeppelin album would be a knockout together. We are major fans.
For sure. We'll probably bring some of our favorites, but also some things that are new to one or both of us.
Yeah.
Do a album review. If Kendrick came out with a new album or something, maybe we could do a review.
Definitely.
It'd be fun.
Get some guests on here.
Absolutely. We got lots of movie nerds for friends. I'm going over to an Oscar party this weekend.
Yep. I was going to make it, but I'm going skiing, unfortunately, instead.
Yep. So we'll have to get some of those people on with us occasionally. They can talk about some of their favorite movies or albums.
Yeah. Nice.
It'll be a good time.
Yeah. Party's all here, guys. Tune in every week.
Every week that we remember to record.
Exactly. Yeah. Every week that we decide to do it, I meant.
Exactly.
If that wasn't obvious.
Yeah. Set your watch.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you on the next episode.
See you on the flip side, folks.